I must take my hat off to all the parents out there when it comes to dinner time. It is hard to cook for the kids and get them eating what you want them to. So I've got a little recipe I think you may like. This is a rice bowl and I'm going to be making sticky chicken to go with it. Now let's get the rice on first. I'm going to be using this medium grain rice. I love medium grain rice. It cooks fast, it has a really nice creamy result and it's tender so it locks in the moisture. So I'm going to cook this with the absorption method. First up we need to measure out 1 cup of rice. And I don't have a tap here, so I'm just going to use my makeshift sink. I'm going to rinse this in a strainer, and you just want to rinse this to get some of the excess starch out. That's fantastic. And then we'll just drain that excess water away, and we'll pop this into a pot. And now this ratio will be 1 cup of rice to 1.5 cups of water. So I'll just measure that out. Roughly 1.5. You essentially just want the water to be covering that rice by about 1 to 2 centimetres. Now this rice can go on. I like to season my rice with just a small pinch of salt. And now the heat goes on and this rice is going to come up to the boil now. Once it's boiling, I'll turn it down and we want it to just gently simmer with the lid on. You'll know it's cooked because it's completely absorbed all of the liquid. Okay, while that's cooking, let's get on to our marinade. In another pot, we're going to add some soy sauce. We need 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I love this because it's a combination of soy and honey. So you've got the sweetness from the honey, the saltiness from the soy. So it's going to go lovely, sticky and really shiny, which I hope the kids will like. Also some mirin, so it's just a rice wine. It's very low in alcohol. You can completely leave this out if you like, but I love the flavour of it. So just a splash of that. And then some honey. We'll add about 2 tablespoons of honey. So same amount of soy to honey. Fantastic. And now we'll pop this onto the heat. And we'll just turn the heat on. We just want to bring this to the boil. Now in order to make this into a glaze, we need to thicken it up. And I'll be using some corn flour for that. So some corn flour mixed with some water to make a slurry. So just give that a mix and we'll just have that on standby. Once it comes to the boil, I will whisk this in. So that's as simple as it is for our marinade. Okay, now for the chicken. So 2 chicken thighs, skin off. And we'll heat a pan up over here. And I'll just add a splash of vegetable oil. And we'll season our chicken with some salt. So a pinch of salt on both sides. I just do it straight in the packet. Second side. Fabulous. And now into the pan. So these are going to take about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. But what we need to do is continually glaze it so it's perfectly encrusted in that honey and soy sauce. See how this has come up to the boil now? We'll add our corn flour slurry, just using a whisk. Whisk it in to incorporate, little at a time, and it will start to thicken up and we can turn the heat off. So that rice is boiling now, we'll turn it completely down and the lid can go on. Now with the chicken, I'm going to turn it every minute and using a pastry brush, I'm just going to glaze the chicken so it really takes on that flavour. I'm also going to get my veggies ready. I've got some carrot and some cucumber. I'm going to use this nifty spiralizer to make little curls. How fun is this? Look at that little cucumber spaghetti. All right, I'll get on to the carrot now. So happy with this chicken. Look how glossy it is. I love it. I've just turned the heat off. My rice is cooked and I've just allowed it to sit there so it can completely absorb the liquid. Now we can plate up. So I'm going to take this lid off. Steamy rice, just delicious. And we'll just add a generous amount of this medium grain rice to a bowl and just a little more. And now for our curly vegetables. Look how gorgeous that is, along with the never-ending cucumber spaghetti. Look at that, bit of fun, why not? And we'll just nest that on the other side. And these are edamame. Now you can get these frozen at all supermarkets now. They're fantastic. So we'll add them, a little pop of flavour there. And now for our sticky, glossy chicken. I'll take it out of the pan onto the board, and with a sharp knife, we're just going to cut it into strips. Perfectly cooked. We'll gather that up, and we'll just pop that on our bed of rice. Look, I am really happy with that. Lots of colours, lots of fun. It's about that sticky chicken on the rice. You know, rice bowls have become so popular now, usually done with sashimi. But you know what? Glossy chicken also works a treat.